Hello everyone. Now that Mains 2025 results are out, this is time for us if you are preparing for 2026. This is the right time to move ahead with discipline and consistency. We don't have a lot of time in hand left. Today is 13th of November. November is almost going to get over. We will be left with December, Jan, Feb, March, April and May. मई में तो आपका एग्ज़ाम ही है, तो वी हैव ओनली 5 months लेफ्ट. एंड ऐसे ही करते करते अभी 1 month ago I made a session that only 6 months are left, and in a blink of an eye we'll be left with 5 months, 4, 3, 2, and then the exam will come. Now the point is, this session is meant for everyone who is preparing for 2026, even if you're preparing for 2027, and also those who could not get selected in mains 2025 but they are now putting their hard work and efforts in the upcoming exam. Again, आपके पास भी टाइम थोड़ा सा कम ही है. First of all, let us understand, if you are one of those who did not find your name in the mains 2025 list. First thing is, you have to first sit and analyze what is the next plan of action now. Analyze where are your interests, what is your passion, what is that one thing that you do with all fun, with enjoyment, with all your heart and mind. When you understand, take 1 week का time, आराम से 1 हफ्ते का time लो, figure out where your heart lies, and then take a firm decision. When you take a firm decision by after figuring out where your heart and mind lies, then that decision becomes a success. Now for those who are willing to appear in 2026, we have less time. So in this session we are going to step by step understand how we are going to move ahead in the coming months. Step 1 would be post result reflection, जो मैंने आपको बताया. You have to first reflect, where are your interests, what do you think, where was the lack in our preparation, and if there was no lack in our preparation, what do you think is that one thing that your heart really wants to do. If it is administration, what are the different ways through which you want to make a change in the society. It can be through policy making, it can be through NGO related work, it can be through content creation, it can be through teaching, but you have to be the one deciding this, not your peers, not your family, but you, because you are going to live your life, right? So post result reflection तो बहुत important होता है, and not just after result. Even normally you should reflect after every 1 week. You should reflect what major thing you completed or achieved or did in the last 1 week. Now coming to the next step, which is prelims 2026 strategy. Now this is very important. So I'm going to help you understand how we are going to frame a strategy for the upcoming exam. Yes, अब हम जाते हैं strategy making पर. When we talk about prelims 2026 strategy, first let us understand कि what should be done by December end. अगर हम 31st दिसंबर की बात करें, 31st दिसंबर तक क्या हो जाना चाहिए. 31st December, what should be done by 31st December? First thing is your NCRTs should be complete. NCRTs, proper revision of NCRTs should be done. Secondly, in NCRTs, which NCRTs to focus on? First of all, Pol Science NCRT, there are total 4 NCRTs that you need to focus on. That should be complete revision wise. Geography NCRT class 11 to 12th खत्म हो जानी चाहिए, ये भी 11 से 12th की. Economy NCRT class 12th should be over. The revision should be over. वैसे तो I am presuming that you all have been seriously preparing for this exam. Even if you missed out on certain months, NCRTs are very easy to cover. November NCRT खत्म करने में लगाना है, and then December you are going to revise it. And then when it comes to next history, तो यहाँ पर तमिलनाडु स्टेट बोर्ड बुक की स्टेट बोर्ड की 11th-12th की बुक्स हैं. Those you have to complete. So this would be about the standard basic books that you should complete. Now coming on to the standard books. M Lakshmikant should be complete by December 31st. हो ही जाना चाहिए एक बार आपका M Lakshmikant. M Lakshmikant which is polity related. ठीक है, M Lakshmikant book complete होनी चाहिए. Then next GC Leong, at least once you should complete it. If you are studying Sanjeev Verma sir's economics book और रमेश सिंह sir's book, अगेन उसमें भी आपका कम से कम अगर you should start, if you haven't touched it yet, at least start covering it, and do not cover the book chapter wise. Instead, take out UPSC syllabus and cover the topics in the books which are mentioned in UPSC syllabus. Okay, इस तरीके से आप आगे बढ़ोगे when it comes to the standard books. If you have never made notes in the journey, और अभी डर लग रहा है कि नोट्स बनाए या नहीं, then I would suggest install SuperKalam. On SuperKalam's app there is learn section, and in learn section all the notes subject wise are present, so you can cover the notes, because those are revisionary notes for all of you. You can cover them, all the subjects, with practice sheets, with assignments on SuperKalam. Okay, abhi currently on SuperKalam we are running a daily mains question initiative. So I would request you, one current affair based question daily you should be solving. 31st December तक तो आपको consistently daily solve करना है. You can take time, even if it is taking a lot of time initially, it's okay, because if you are writing for the first time, it's normal to take more than 40 minutes or more than 1 hour if you have started just writing. Plus you take time to research about the topic, understand, read it, and then attempt it. Okay, तो ये आपको करना ही करना है if you want to make sure that the time between prelims and mains would be just for revision. If you want to make sure that you do not get anxious between that time, then you have to start practicing answers now. जितना delay करोगे, this is going to hamper your preparation, it is not going to hamper my life, right? This is a very rude sentence, but this is for your welfare only. If you are not studying, you are not consistent, nobody is getting you know you can say nobody is going to care about it, nobody's life is going to stop. It is you, your preparation, your vision, your goal which is going to get disturbed. अल्टीमेटली आप ही का ही गलत होगा अगर आप अपनी तरफ से 100% नहीं दे रहे हो. तो यू हैव टू कीप दिस इन माइंड. यू कैन नॉट, यू कैन फूल द वर्ल्ड, you can fool your teacher, your family, but you cannot fool yourself, right? So please keep that in mind and become serious now. I have seen students, I've talked to 35 plus students in the last 3 days, and I've noticed majority students, they are not putting in efforts. It was only when I made them realize what are the kind of mistakes that they're committing by not being disciplined, they realized it, then they started panicking, because syllabus तो touch ही नहीं किया था ढंग से, कहीं कुछ पढ़ रहे हैं, कभी कुछ कर रहे हैं. So try to avoid all these kind of mistakes intentionally. ये intentionally ही होता है. We all are mature enough to know what is right and what is wrong. Still, if we are not consistent, still if we have taken the decision to appear for an exam and still we are not putting in the efforts which the exam requires, then we are befooling ourselves intentionally on purpose. Okay, so try to avoid this kind of habit, nature or practice. Okay, तो ये आपको बेसिक समझ आ जाना चाहिए कि 31 दिसंबर तक बेसिक रिवीजन और वन टाइम सिलेबस कंप्लीशन तो करना ही करना है. We talked about mains skill, daily mains question. Now coming to current affairs, which I have noticed a lot of students take for granted. If you notice the previous year questions of prelims and even mains, I'll show you on SuperKalam. If you go to SuperKalam, on SuperKalam previous year questions, current affairs, mains previous year question and model answer are free. You go over here, prelims PYQs में जाते हैं, and here we will select, let's say, Indian polity, and here we will select not parliament, ठीक है, Supreme Court, fundamental rights select करते हैं. Now over here just notice the kind of questions that are asked, ठीक है. Due process of law, it was news, question directly आ गया. Then over here you will see that the Prevention of Terrorism Act 2002 was in news, question आ गया. Okay, let's go ahead. H.N. Sanyal committee was in news, question आ गया. So they are picking up questions directly from current affairs, and that is why it is said that you should not save current affairs, and on SuperKalam even current affairs are free. So if you are getting all these resources, all this help, then you have to take advantage of it. Okay, so the entire Hindu newspaper, the entire Indian Express newspaper, they are analyzed, summarized, even the editorials सब्जेक्ट वाइज दे आर कैटेगराइज्ड, प्रीलिम्स एंड मेंस पर्सपेक्टिव से कैटेगराइज करके आपको एनालिसिस दिया जाता है. ट्राई टू यूज. नाउ फ्रॉम टुडे ओनवर्ड्स ट्राई टू स्टार्ट मेकिंग डेली टारगेट्स. अभी डेली टारगेट्स बनाना शुरू करना ही पड़ेगा. Why daily targets? Because it is going to give you a glimpse of what you are covering on daily basis, and if you are able to be consistent, if you are able to complete the syllabus in time or not. And for daily targets, you also have to be accountable to your own self. When there is accountability, discipline naturally आता है, right? तो daily targets बनाने हैं. Keep weekly targets and divide the weekly targets into daily targets. डू नॉट स्टडी मोर देन 2 सब्जेक्ट्स इन अ डे, या तो 1 सब्जेक्ट पढ़ो या 2, उससे ज़्यादा नहीं। कीप स्लॉट्स व्हेन यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग, डू नॉट सिट एट अ स्ट्रेच कि 6 घंटे एक साथ बैठ गए, डिवाइड इट इनटू 2 आवर स्लॉट। After every 50 minutes, take a break of 10-15 minutes. Try to do this so that your mind is active, so that your mind does not feel lethargic. Okay? And current affair backlog की बात आती है, you can cover them through current affairs magazines which are easily available for free, right? तो try to you inculcate this practice, this discipline. आपको कुछ चाहिए नहीं अलग से, you just need NCRTs. Do not make this journey overly complicated for your own self. बेसिक स्टफ इज नीडेड, एनसीईआरटीज, प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन, स्टैंडर्ड बुक्स जो मैंने आपको बताए, आई हैव मेड अ वीडियो ऑन बुक लिस्ट ऑल्सो, यू कैन चेक आउट ऑन दिस चैनल, एंड डेली टारगेट्स प्लस डेली अगर आप करंट अफेयर पढ़ रहे हो, इसके अलावा नथिंग इज नीडेड टू क्लियर दिस एग्जाम, एंड डेली प्रैक्टिस, दैट्स इट. If you don't understand this basic of clearing UPSC, and you are unnecessary purchasing different books, unnecessarily downloading PDFs, hundreds of PDFs, and you all know that you are not going to study all those PDFs, right? इतना टाइम कहाँ है? तो अगर आप इसको मिस कर रहे हो, then that means आप intentionally अपने लिए burden बढ़ा रहे हो. Try to avoid it. After talking to 35 plus students in the last 2-3 days, I've been really worried about students, because majority students have been wasting time in unnecessary crash courses, PDFs and classes, etc. जहाँ उसकी ज़रूरत नहीं है. They haven't studied, they haven't opened NCRTs, they don't know the basics, but they have enrolled themselves in 100 multiples of crash courses. That is going to waste your time and nothing else. आपको लगेगा करा सब कुछ, रिजल्ट कुछ आया नहीं, then you start blaming other people. That should be avoided at any cost. Okay, so this is a roadmap that I want all of you to follow. Next is join the Telegram community of SuperKalam. The link is given in the description box. Daily for free, I am guiding students with respect to daily targets, daily practice sessions, daily question solving, daily PYQ solving, daily answer writing, and it is absolutely free for all of you. So if you're following that, trust me, you will automatically naturally feel confident by November end, by December end. So try to follow this and try to shut down the distractions as much as you can. Try to avoid distractions. And in case you have any doubt, or in case you need mentorship, or in case you need a very structured preparation, you need to do a structured preparation, you need help in that, so you can reach out to us at ask@superkalam superkalam.com. ठीक है? All the best everyone.